Welcome to our Seachoice webinar. I'm Tom Butcher, the Senior Power Quality Technologist for SSI and a Senior Member of IEEE. SSI is now a part of the ILSCO family of companies. Seachoice marine protection devices are manufactured for Brunswick by Surge Suppression LLC at our factory in Brooksville, Florida. When people think of a power surge, this is what they tend to think of first. However, as we will see shortly, lightning and other external electrical surges are only a fraction of the source for these damaging events. No matter what size your boat, you've probably got at least one piece of electronic equipment on board. Whether your boat is just for fun or just for work, maybe a little of both, today's electronics make boating safer, easier, and much more enjoyable. One thing they don't do is make it cheaper. The operation of equipment on your boat can be creating surge events that can damage or even destroy your equipment over time. Every piece of electronic equipment on your boat is using the 12-volt DC power to operate, but not everything inside that equipment runs on the 12-volt DC. Some of it will run on 6-volt DC, or even millivolts or microvolts, millionths of a volt. Changing from the 12-volt DC to the lower voltages inside the equipment can result in surges from the switching operation. These are low-level surge events because the current being drawn to make this conversion is also low-level. But there can be anywhere from several thousand to several million of the surge events per hour for every hour you are running the boat. These surges are traveling on the electrical system throughout the boat, affecting every other piece of equipment on the boat. Electronic circuit boards and processors are everywhere today. If it's electronic, it most likely has a processor. Processor chips today contain over 1 billion circuits per core. These circuits are so small you can't even see them with the human eye. It doesn't take much to cause catastrophic damage. The microscopic runs on a processor chip are extremely susceptible to surge-related heat stress. The surge meets resistance, converts to heat, and causes a blister on the run. As the repetitive surges continue to hit the spot, over time the blister grows until it effectively blocks the power or data flow on that circuit. Surges have two basic shapes, the combination wave impulse and the oscillatory ring wave. With the combination wave impulse, the voltage and current rise to a peak and fall back to normal. The impulse originates mainly from lightning and mechanical switching. With the oscillatory ring wave, the voltage rises to a peak and then falls back past the zero line to an equal negative peak, then rings back and forth several times before damping out. The ring wave is caused primarily by electronic switching power supplies like your computer or every other one of your boat's electronic devices. Just as there are two types of surge, there are also two types of surge protection design. The voltage responsive circuitry is designed mainly for the impulse surges. It turns on when the surge voltage reaches a specific level above or below the normal sine wave and removes the excess voltage. The frequency response circuitry is to address the ring wave. It turns on by reacting to the higher frequency ringing of the ring wave surge and removes whatever voltage is at the higher frequency, leaving the normal DC voltage or even the 60 Hz frequency voltage if you are plugged into shore power or a generator, undisturbed and flowing. Standard surge protection is designed to react to the voltage level of the surge. It is what every manufacturer of marine surge protection makes to address the standard surges that have the potential for catastrophic surge. Whether it's 120 volt AC with a sine wave or 12 volt DC with a straight line, the standard voltage responsive circuitry surge protection device requires the surge reach a clamping level, the gold line on the drawing, before beginning to turn on. But ring wave surges created by the electronic switching within the boat's own equipment occurs hundreds of thousands to millions of times per hour, and the standard surge protectors cannot react fast enough to capture and remove them. Let's look at some actual numbers. This slide illustrates the relative effectiveness of these two types of surge protected devices on a ring wave surge. Both types of SPDs are tested using a standard 2000 volt, 100 kilohertz ring wave surge injected at the bottom of the sine wave. In the top chart, we see the let-through voltage of the voltage responsive circuitry. The standard surge protector device is 523 volts out of the 2000. That means 523 volts got past the surge protector. This is fine for electric motors, incandescent light bulbs, etc., but not so good for electronics. Now look at the let-through voltage on the bottom chart for the frequency responsive circuitry. This is only 29 volts out of 2000. That means that everything except 29 volts was taken to the surge suppressor. Only 29 volts went down line to the equipment. The ability to reduce the potential damaging surge to a level that even the electronic equipment can live with makes the frequency responsive circuitry surge protection device the preferred method for removing surges from a 12-volt DC marine electrical system. There is very little chance of any electronics being damaged by such a small surge event. Lead length is absolutely essential if a surge protector is going to work properly. For every extra inch of lead, as much as 25 volts of extra surge voltage goes past the surge protector and into your customer's equipment. Surge protector devices need short, straight leads. Compact size means closer installations with shorter lead lengths, which equals better performance with lower let-through voltages. That's why you need the Seachoice Marine Surge Protector. It is encapsulated to protect against water intrusion and vibration. It has 14 AWG marine-grade tin copper wiring. Its compact size, 2 and 17/32 of an inch square and 1 inch high, makes it easy to position close to the DC bus. The Seachoice Marine Surge Protector will remove the impulse surge as well as, and in most cases significantly better than, any other marine surge protector available today. But it doesn't stop there. The Seachoice Surge Protector has additional frequency-responsive circuitry technology, specifically designed to remove the fast-rising ring wave surges created within your boat's system. And the super bright LED push-to-test light tells you the surge protection circuits are online and working to protect your boat and all your toys. These units are extremely compact. They are easily installed by connecting the two leads to the positive and negative terminal blocks behind the console face and mounting the unit to the bottom edge of the console face. You keep the leads as short and straight as possible to improve performance of the surge protector. There is a super bright green LED with a push-to-test button. When power is on, you can push the button and the surge protector green LED will shine onto your hand, even in bright daylight. This indicates that the surge protector is working properly and everything is protected. The boat owner today has a vast array of electronic accessories to choose from to make their boating experience safer, easier, and just more fun. When it's all working and you're running across the water, everything is right with the world. But we all know someone, possibly even ourselves, that were out on the water when for no known reason the GPS, radio, depth finder, fish finder, radar, or some other piece of electronics on board decided to stop working. There was no major event, no lightning, or any other problem that you can point to as the cause of the failure. When you get the boat back to the marina, if you can, you have the piece of electronic equipment checked out at the electrical shop. The technician not only can't tell you why it doesn't work, they don't even see any evidence of damage to any of the boards or components. Standard surge protectors may be able to handle the mechanical switching surges and lightning type events. Electronically generated ringing surges that cause cumulative damage and the microscopic damage to processors and circuit boards can't be stopped with normal voltage responsive circuitry surge protectors alone. Instead, you need the frequency responsive circuitry ring wave type protection found only in the Seachoice Marine Surge Protector to remove these ringing surges, in addition to removing the impulse surges from your boat's electrical system. That's the only way to protect your investment and to make sure the fun doesn't stop. Seachoice from Brunswick.